Hey, yeah, okay.
That's hot, baby.
I'm all in, yeah. I'm all in, yeah. I'm all in, yeah. Let me talk my shit. I do it big. When it come to this, I'm all in. I can never quit. Gotta play to win. Gotta represent. I'm all in, yeah. Little bitch out front of always 10. Just touchdown like I scored 6. She chose me like number 1 pick. Safe at home by the way I slid. Then I'm out. Yeah, I did. Mickey Mantle how I switch. And boy, you know this shit ahead. It's out the park. It's over the fence. Used to hear them talking shit, but now they wanna be us. Crown time high, I came in here and shook the league up. Ay, stopping with the crew, I roll with dogs and leaders. And they can't check me, feel like cheetah. Better get your speed up. And I'm fresh up out the freezer, I'm ice tray coat. From a place we hit OH, boy, you better say I mean, there's way too many greats. How could I ever pick a GOAT? Michael Jeffrey, LBJ, and RIP to 24. No time to kick it, I'm getting.
The All In Sports Podcast is sponsored by DNC Commercial Construction, Brimflex Designs, Homie Construction, Scotty Williams Racing, and Bob's Flavors. Welcome to the All In Sports Podcast, Season 5, Episode 3, all sports, all balls, all bets, all the time. The All In boys are back. I'm Nick.
I'm Fees.
I'm JP.
I'm Eddie. I'm Chuck.
Torpedo Bats have entered the chat. Stick around. Ah!
The return to glory.
Let's see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! Are you serious? Are you serious? De La Cruz, right center. Could he go 3? It's a cycle!
Williams Motorsports by Grapple back to home. Grapple, we did it, Grapple! We did it!
What it do? Season 5, Episode 3, in the bag. Welcome back, everyone, in the 779. And if you don't know what the 779 is, it's our followers on our Facebook page, which continues to grow because of you, the All In Nation. As always, this episode will be available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, Thursday morning at what time, dudes? 9 a.m. I used a new synonym for guys. Instead of, I say usually fellas, I said dudes this time. Switching it up, trying to change things up. Just kidding. How's everybody doing? Fees, how was your weekend?
It was good. I went to opening day on Thursday. I know the Reds lost, but we had a blast. It was a very good time, and yeah, pretty good weekend too.
JP, how was your weekend?
Wonderful. Can't complain.
No complaints?
No complaints. What
Eddie.
about you, Eddie?
I went to a concert Saturday.
Bro.
Down Cincy?
Yep.
Did you
Yeah.
see?
Disturbed.
So my my
Yeah.
cousin was there and her
it was,
husband.
it was a pretty good show. But yeah, I went and watched.
Did you hear my oh shit at the beginning? I said oh shit.
But yeah, I went and watched that show on Saturday. It was fun until we lost my car. We couldn't find the parking garage that my fucking car was in.
Oh,
It took forever to find. It was probably 45 minutes. By the time we found my car, I was pissed. Like, I was mad because, dude, I had to drive him back to Centerville from Cincinnati and then drive home. I didn't get home till like 2 in the morning. And for me, that's like 6 hours past my bedtime.
Get up and get down with the sickness. That's what they
And
said.
I had been up since 5:45, so it was a rough evening.
Google Maps should have marked your car at least.
Yeah.
It didn't, and I didn't like drop for it to do so.
Gotcha.
And actually, my
I usually
Google
just remember where I parked.
My Google said it. Well, that's the thing is I remembered I remembered
it.
everything about the garage. I remembered where we were at, and when we went to our first garage, it was the one across the street from the first one we went to, and we hit 6 other ones before we
Damn.
ended up back
So,
there and going across the street.
Same kind of thing. When I went to the Browns Bengals game 2 years ago, first game of the season, when we won, me and Wayne could not find our fucking because the parking garage we went to, the building locked. The like doors we came out of, so we couldn't find our way back in it. Finally, we did. Chuck, how was your weekend?
It was just a normal weekend. There wasn't no Formula One on, so I watched my NASCAR. That's about it.
Before you move on, speaking of the whole car thing,
Who won that
same
NASCAR?
thing. Cincinnati Cleveland game years ago. Me and my wife parked in a gravel lot that they all put us in. A whole bunch of people, and when we came out of the game, every
You
car in the
told,
lot
yeah,
was gone.
you told us last week, didn't you? Didn't you
Was
tell
it
us last week?
Did I say something about it last week?
They moved your cars and you had to ask where it
Yeah,
was.
they
And
came in.
I don't
They
even
came to-
remember where it was, but it was a
Holy
ways away.
hell! Eddie told me 2 different things that you told me last week.
It happens, dude.
know,
I
I'm
don't
just messing
know.
with you. I had an interesting weekend. Friday, as you guys know, John, my buddy John, passed away last year. One of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. His mom hit me up on Thursday and asked me if I wanted any like some of his things, and of course I did. So she brought me over a hoodie. That's a Cleveland Browns hoodie. He was a big Browns fan. She brought me a hoodie, like a nice Cleveland Browns polo that was his, and then a Cleveland Browns hat that was his, and then like the most craziest thing is she got these necklaces made, and that's actually John's ashes in there. So like, I have I always have John with me, and then she also gave me a little baggie full of little baggie full of John. He would laugh. It's
He
fair.
would, he would.
It's fair. It's fair. To like take to a place that meant to us and spread out. So I think my goal is I want to get to the Cleveland Browns Stadium, and then dump half of it out there, and then hold on to the rest until we get the new stadium, and then take the rest to the new stadium. That way,
A little bit at both stadiums.
little bit of both stadiums. That way, who knows what they're going to do with the old stadium, but he needs to be there. It's already down.
I thought I was turning it off.
Why?
Because it's in the camera.
Well, that's okay.
It's
We-
not. Yeah, you're not
okay.
really. Like it's Reds baseball, baby. We want to see it.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But it's just really cool that I haven't really coped with the whole situation very well. So like, but ever since then, I felt like a little bit of a closure to the situation. It just it feels nice to have a piece of John and some of his stuff. And I mean, man, he as you guys know, he did some of our sound bites. So I'm gonna play one right now because he really is the all-in MVP. So this is John right here.
The all-in MVP of the week.
All right, let's give it to John. Thank you, Nancy. I really, 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 really appreciate it. All right, guys, make sure you like and share if you guys are tuning in right now, because we are a seed and you are the water. Rain down on us so we can grow. Cash App donations are below fees. They're in green. If you're feeling generous, go ahead and send whatever you want. There's no cash limit. 2 cents, 3 cents, anything is nice. We appreciate it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search the All In Sports Podcast. Make sure you go subscribe to us on there because we want to start going live on that platform, but we need a certain amount of subscribers to go live on that channel. So, or live on our channel on YouTube. So, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. I almost read Tick Twitch is what I almost said. I just had to slow down a little bit. But yeah, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. And yeah, make sure you get us on all these platforms. And now we can get on.
Some people in the chat, a couple things they've been saying. Tim said Brewers are taking this April Fool's to a whole new level. They look like a joke. They do, which we'll get to that about opening day with the Yankees. He also said Denny Hamlin needs to get over himself. Chuck, do you agree? What a douche. I think that was Chuck that said he could always use a little humbling.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something about Denny Hamlin real quick. Denny Hamlin, literally, I don't know if you guys know this, he played in the Ricky Bobby movie. He was one of Ricky Bobby's crewmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not him, but it looks just like him, bro. It looks just like
Is it the
him,
one
bro.
that he pretends to die? Isn't it that?
It's like he's like the real soft-spoken one. Like
he's the one that
He's
they
like,
try to
"Well,
get.
guys."
They try to get him pumped up, and he fakes that he's dead.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's,
yeah.
He's sticking it on his fucking it. They're like, no. So, but was he sad? Was he sad?
I always every
man.
time I see that guy, I think of Denny Hamlin.
Oh, that's
I just-
so funny.
I had to say that when I seen the Denny Hamlin comment.
So good. So yeah, make sure you do all the stuff we just said, like especially like and share, because that is the most important thing there is on the planet. Right?
Earth.
Planet Earth. All right. Without further ado, I think we should jump right into this sport we're watching. We'll talk a little baseball if you guys would like to. You guys want to?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, opening day was last week around the league, and a few things that happened from then till now. The Yankees had a 9 home run game, and then what that brought to light was these bats, which we now know them as torpedo bats.
Torpedoes.
Which is, they moved the hardest and biggest part of the bat down into the barrel of wherever the batter's sweet spot is. So it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I
but
don't see why that would be an issue.
people are banging home runs right now. So
Hey, like I was talking to literally somebody at work today. I said, you know, I'm sure everybody in our chat remembers the steroid era of baseball,
said
which was
McGuire?
the best.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? That was
Let's
the
get back
best.
to that.
I mean, this is like no steroids, but still the bomb. So I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Let the bats be legal. Let them use them.
Tim said it wasn't a game; it was batting practice.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
It was ugly. They hit back to back to back to start the game, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah,
3 in a row.
Insane. And I think they hit four in
Four
the
in
first
the first inning. Yeah, it's crazy. But the Reds lost to the Giants.
Yep.
But
We
it was
played good. We played good opening
yeah,
day. We really
we
did.
played some pretty good baseball. Like I'm not too upset.
Sunday was we didn't look good Sunday. Sunday we looked bad. I will say that. Sunday's pitching was awful. We were getting rocked left and right. We gave up 6 runs quick. It was like 6-0 quick. And then I think Matt McClain hit a home run or something. But speaking of, he's been on fire.
He has. Both him and Ellie have been. I hope we win this Central.
Watch Ellie make a play.
Yeah. Another thing that happened was Nick Martinez made
Oh my
a
God.
crazy.
That was in the
Crazy.
game that we were getting killed.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is after he made that play, that's when we started to score some runs.
yeah.
I think we scored like 2 or 3 right after that. Like right after that play
To
was
hype the
made.
team up.
Yeah, but then we sputtered out. We got it back to 4-3 or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It
right
was
after.
close. We were
Yeah,
down. We
and then-
lost by
yeah.
2, but yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
like
crazy. But Nick Martinez made this spinning like backhand catch on a line drive up the middle, and I think we got the video. JP, do we have the video? We'll run that real quick.
Up the middle, caught! Beautiful glove by Nick Martinez.
One more time.
It's crazy. Like it's crazy. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it.
The view that they show of like looking at him from like home plate or like from the dugout, like that camera view, like when he threw it, he like seen it and he like see his face. He like
Up the middle, caught! Beautiful glove by Nick Martinez.
Like put his hand back.
Crazy. It was a hell
What
of
a
a
catch,
catch.
though.
Yeah,
Good
hell of a
timing.
catch.
And Tim said, "Look what I found." Yeah.
I got it. I got it. I got it. It's still playing on that.
So sick.
He played it again.
I did.
Yeah, because it's kind of short.
It is.
It
Oh
is.
yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm delayed, so
You weren't muted though. We heard everything.
yeah. That's what I figured. 'Cause that video didn't really need sound. So, but here's what I want to say: the Cincinnati Reds are 2-3, but I think we're good,
Yeah, there's a lot of baseball games we played,
and I think we're gonna be good.
honestly, we just need to play it, a week at a time or a month at a time. We just need to worry about winning the week. When you're amount of, what I mean, have a winning record at the end of each week. I know it sounds cliche or whatever, but that's what we need to do as a Reds organization.
I know they say that our bullpen is supposed to be one of our strengths now this year instead of a weakness, but boy, I've not been super impressed thus
With what?
far with the bullpen that I've seen.
We haven't
only
thrown
watched-
Diaz
I've
yet.
only watched a
Right,
couple.
Diaz
He's supposedly coming back soon. And then
would have been a lot better opening day with Diaz out there.
Yeah,
Is he hurt?
probably. I mean, don't get me wrong. Diaz fucked us a couple times last year.
Well,
Yeah.
I read that he might not even be hurt. That Francona might have just sat him down because he was playing shitty during spring.
He
ball.
was, yeah. And then he pitched some AAA.
5
right-
walks or something.
And he pitched some AAA, and he was getting rocked in AAA. But
Scotty Williams said, "What the Chuck is up, Chuck?" He's back, boys. I
Not
love it.
this again. But no, we also got Graham Ashcraft. That he was a starter for us the last
Yeah.
couple of years. He's supposed to be closing or relieving for us this year. We haven't seen him yet, so I'm sure we will
I
see him
thought he
soon.
was a pretty good starter.
He wasn't bad. He'd have his
He
days.
was up and down. He was kind of hot and cold, but
Yeah, I can tell you what. When I played on MLB The Show, I loved pitching with Ashcraft. I always threw really good
Yeah.
games with him. So
I know we spoke on the torpedo bats, but what's your guys' take? Yes? No? Do you think they
yes, they're fire.
sure.
Chuck?
Yes.
I agree. I think if anything, make the game more fun. I mean, if it's, I mean, it's kind of oddly shaped, I'd say, but it makes sense. It was designed by people from MIT.
Yeah. The guy was with the Yankees when they designed it. Now the guy who designed it's with the Mariners.
The Marlins.
Marlins. Sorry.
Do you know
thank you.
who's been using the bat for 2 years?
Trevino.
Trevino.
Yeah. That's who brought it to the Reds.
Yep, that's who brought it to the Reds. I was gonna say. So, yeah,
Nice.
that's a pretty
Who's-
interesting fact.
who's
But
the
yeah,
left-
it's like it's hard to explain. But the barrel's like in the middle. It's like it's in the sweet spot, and it's not as thick at top. It's not as thick at the top as it would be if the barrel was at the top. I guess.
They say it's like a bowling pin.
It kind of does look like
Kind of a bowling pin type thing. Yeah, looks like. Dude, have you seen the clips of like? Do you guys remember the power bats, the Nerf power
Oh,
bats?
the memes have been so funny.
It's like I got my power bat. It's so funny. So,
Who's the left fielder from the Braves who they apparently just acquired, and
He
he
got
had like a
suspended?
hell of a season, and then he just got suspended for like 3 months. Or
I just
something
seen
like
it. Fuck, what was his name?
that. Apparently he had a hell of a season and was hitting real well. They brought him in to play left field, and as soon as they brought him in, he played like one game and tested positive or whatever.
I don't know how you say it. It's like Jurickson Profar. I don't know how you say his
Nah.
first name.
I think it's Jurickson.
Yeah,
Jurickson, yeah.
Profar.
Pull fire.
Yeah, he got 80 game
suspended
suspension
for 3 months is what they said
For
on
what?
the radio.
PEDs.
Yeah.
PED violation.
They said how would you feel if you went out and just brought this guy in because he had a good season, and then he kind of almost ruins his reputation temporarily?
That's why he had a good season.
They said, "Do you want to use the torpedo bat or you want PEDs?" He's like, "Fuck it, I'll go
PEDs.
PEDs."
Those fucking bats look
Shoot me.
stupid. All right, one last thing I want to talk about in MLB. Did you guys hear about the story of Tyler O'Neill?
Home runs.
Yes.
On opening day.
6 opening days in a row, he's hit a bomb.
That's fucking impressive.
6 opening days, he's hit a bomb.
Now next year when I bet on him to hit a home run every day, he's not.
hitting a home run.
Nope.
I'm betting that he's
They'll
not.
tell
gonna hit one.
tell him he's not allowed. They'll be like, hey, there's too
Matt
much
Scott
money on
said
you, bro.
Profar is not allowed to play in the playoffs either.
Damn. So
Wah, wah, wah.
wow, that's like they can do that. They can suspend you for like 80, I guess, in the beginning and say, yeah, you're suspended at the end of the season too, bitch. Don't
Apparently.
cheat. Don't
Yeah.
cheat. So
Got all our hits last night, I think.
yeah, so big shout out to our sponsor of this segment, Homie Construction. So let's give them a hand, and let's give MLB a hand, and let's give the Reds a hand, and let's win this game. Let's go out here and
Thanks, homie.
They play like they did last night, dude.
yeah,
Good God.
hitting some dingers last night. So, all right. Now we can jump to our next segment of the night, which is going to be kind of short because I just kind of want to do a little like glance over it, just because we need to talk about it.
Your one segment. I don't know if we can do anything to that part.
What part?
The biggest upset.
What?
The biggest upset left.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, I'll take that out of there. Well, I think I meant to actually erase
I know,
that.
it's
'cause
just
I
funny,
saw
yeah.
early back for some reason. I thought that like there was one left, but there's not. There is none left. So let's jump into the next segment. It is sponsored by Bob's Flavors.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I thought you were going March Madness.
No, yeah,
My bad. That's why I said that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. I know what you meant too. You're good. But yeah, there's a tiny little song right here. We just want to talk about a little bit about NBA real quick. We just want to talk about the division standings and what the playoff picture is looking like right now. Chuck, we're going to need your help for this segment because I know very little about basketball. So can we just go over the division standings, and then after that we will, if there's a way, we can look at the playoff picture. When's the playoff start? In June? So there's got to be like.
No, I think it
seeds
starts
in
before June. Usually
Uh,
the finals is in June, right?
Okay.
There's only like 7 games left.
Oh, okay. So this is
That's pretty
perfect.
close, yeah.
This is perfect. Okay. So we can talk about division standings right now and the playoff picture, which I guess if there's only 7 games left, those division standings are pretty well. I don't know. We'll see if there's any teams still in the chase of their division, but let's start in the.
All right. Well, you want me to give you the divisions that there's a race in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The Southeast Division. We've got the Hawks and the Magic and the Heat. The Hawks are up by a game over the Magic and 2.5 games over the Heat. So
Okay.
there's 3 teams that could win that division still.
Gotcha.
And then we've got the Lakers 2.5 games ahead of the Warriors and 3 ahead of the Clippers. So same situation there in that division. That's the Pacific Division.
Nice.
And then the Rockets in the Southwest Division are 4.5 games ahead of the Grizzlies.
Okay, so that's more likely to happen because there are 4.5 games. You said 7 games left?
About,
Okay, so I guess that
give
could
or take
change
a
it.
couple, depending on where they are on their schedule.
All right, so right now, can we name off all the division leaders in each division? So, like, start in the East, and then we'll go to the West?
We got the Celtics, the Cavs, and the Hawks.
Gotcha. And the Cavs have sealed it, right?
Yeah, and the Celtics.
And the Celtics, yes. Okay. And then what do we got in the West?
The Thunder, the Lakers, and the Rockets.
Okay. And the Rockets
Could lose the division.
could lose
still.
it, and the Lakers could still lose the
Yeah.
division. Yes, gotcha. Perfect. All right, and there is a play-in, right, for the playoffs?
Yeah, the
NBA?
7th and 8th seeds.
Gotcha.
There's 4 teams that play.
I kind of like how they do that for the NBA. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It is. It is. So, all right, nice. What's your guys' predictions here for the finals? What do you guys want? I guess we don't need to do
I know what I
predictions.
want.
Yeah.
Celtics championship.
So, I'm gonna. you know what I want.
I want Cavs Lakers.
I want Cavs Lakers too.
That'd be
Yep.
so sick.
So sick.
Because either way
That
that
would
it
be
goes
cool, though.
down, it's sick.
it's
Yeah.
sick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either LeBron beats his former team in Cleveland
with Bronny.
with Bronny, with honestly a team that people wrote off at
Yes.
the start of the year. That would be sick. Also, LeBron at his age getting another one would be absolutely insane.
Beautiful.
Or you got our hometown team, Cleveland, who wins it without LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
Which would be
I like
that would be
more.
better
I
because
think
LeBron
I like-
loses another. Yes.
No,
I mean,
I
don't care. About
I
that.
want the
No.
Cavs to get one without him. I think that would show
They're good.
they're real good.
They're
They're
real
real good.
Real good.
I've seen a couple of their games too.
They're real good.
Matt Scott said Cavs versus Thunder. That's some like good like memories. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Of like, didn't they play?
KD wasn't KD. No. KD.
No, I
They
don't think
played-
they did.
That
They
wasn't a
played
final.
Miami.
It was,
played with
Miami.
Miami.
It was when he was in
Yes.
Miami.
Yep.
I was gonna say because the cat
Westbrook and
they
KD.
beat the Thunder.
Yeah, it was KD and
I was like,
Westbrook.
I know the Cavs didn't win one then. So.
Who else was on that team? It was
Harden.
KD,
James Harden.
Harden.
James Harden.
That's
Yeah.
it. Fuck. Yeah, that was when big threes were crazy.
That was before the beard.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was off the bench.
Yeah, he was the sixth man
Doofy.
of the year.
Yeah, he was nasty.
Probably best in his career at that time. He peaked. I'm just
peaked.
kidding, I don't know.
He's terrible. I mean, he's not terrible
He's
now,
not
but
terrible. He just I don't
lazy.
know. He's yeah.
Tim Christian says the Bucks.
He's really
Don't
good at
count 'em
strip
out.
clubs.
Really good at strip clubs.
Oh man. All right, so can we talk about the playoff picture? What's the seeding right now?
So the Cavs and Thunder are the top seeds.
'Kay.
So that's kind of the favorite or whatever.
So is that 1-1?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then in the West we've got the Rockets at the 2nd seed, and then the Nuggets and Warriors playing each other 3 and 6, and then the Lakers and the Grizzlies at 4 and 5.
Gotcha. Cool. And then 6 and 7, or wait, you said 7 and 8 play each other to get in?
So the way that it works is they seed 10 teams, and 9 and 10 play each other, and the winner of that plays the loser of 7 and 8, and then the winner of that plays the winner of 7 and 8. So the 9-10 game, that team has to win multiple games to get in, whereas if you're 7 or 8, you can win that game, wait for the other team, and win to get in.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I knew there was like a play in, but I didn't know exactly how it was like.
That's
broke
what
down.
I'm saying. NBA play.
That's
is
cool.
Pretty
That's
dope.
cool. Yeah. You got to work for it. If you don't do the work in the season, you got to do it then if you're on the verge. All right. Everybody said who they thought was going to go to the finals.
No, that's who I want to see.
Yeah. I was
Who do you think's going to be there?
It's tough, but I mean the Nuggets are hard out. The Lakers aren't going to have it easy with the Grizzlies,
No.
right? Nuggets Warriors. That's going to be a good series.
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams that are just good
Right.
all around this year.
The Rockets are just super young and they got some dogs.
It says the
Someone just stole my motorcycle.
I think so.
Someone just stole my motorcycle.
I heard it. I was like, what in the fuck?
so
is
the
that?
so the Celtics play whoever wins Magic and Hawks.
Look at the Pistons.
As of right now.
All right.
Yeah, they just rang Mount Clean.
Well,
about
so
the
the way that would be
Pistons?
is
the 5th seed.
the Magic and Hawks would play each other, and then the Heat and the Bulls would play each other, and then the loser of Magic Hawks plays the winner of Bulls Heat, and then the winner, and then so if you win the 7-8 game, you're the 7 seed. Yeah, you're right. They would go play the Celtics, and then the 8th seed is just determined by that last game. It's confusing.
We got it.
Yeah.
We get it. All right, that's what we have for NBA. And obviously next week this time everything should be pretty damn near set. Well, no, there's 7 games left, not 7 days left. So probably the next 2 weeks will probably be.
Yeah,
We'll definitely have a better picture.
Better
next week.
picture,
for sure.
For sure.
It'll be a lot more set in stone next week.
Stones will be set by next week for you guys. Oh yeah. All right.
Keep on.
Big shout out to Bob's Flavors and NBA. Rockin' round ball. Yeah. All right. We're not going to waste any more time because we got another sponsored segment. This time, it's sponsored by DNC Commercial Construction. And it goes a little something like this.
All in nation. All in nation. All in nation. All in nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for College Talk with Ease.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh.
Final four set. The final four set.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
The Final Four is set. It's been a good March Madness tournament. Pretty chalky down at the end, though, I'm not going to lie. Chuck was giving us a little stat earlier before the show started. There's 4 number 1 seeds that made the,
It's going to be 1 on 1 on 1 on 1.
But he was telling us, like, you would think 4 1 seeds make it all the time, right?
Right.
They do not. Chuck, tell them.
It's the first time since 2008 that it happened, and only the second time it's ever happened.
Wild. It's crazy to think that it took till 2008 for that to happen, though.
Right.
Crazy. In a world of like now, like the portal being such a big thing, like you would think that that's even gonna it's even gonna be smaller. Like it's not gonna happen, but still it happened this year. Because you would think like a smaller team, like Arkansas, for instance, they're not small by any means, but they were 11 ranked team. You would think like they were going on a run, they're beating people, they're gonna upset a 1 seed here along. Nope, not this year. So your 4 teams, I think JP had them up on the screen. We got Auburn, Florida. They're playing each other. And we have Duke and Houston playing each other. Houston beating Purdue in a pretty good game down to the end. They pulled a nice little play on Purdue to get them. Something that they had to see on film. I was watching it. Like, they had to see it.
Steal where dude passed the ball in and, like, dude stole it and...
No, they were throwing the ball in from under the basket, and like the whole game, the guy who would guard the ball for Purdue on ball under the basket was like leaving and like going to guard like some open guy on the 3-point line. He kept doing it, so the guy under the basket, nobody was on him. So they threw it in. As soon as they threw it in, that guy cut right to the paint, and they just threw it right back to him. And he just laid it up with like no time left. That's how they beat him because it was tied at that point.
So did you have all 1s in your bracket?
No, I had Michigan State. It's going to be down to Eddie versus Steph in our thing. I had Michigan State beating Auburn, and I had Tennessee beating Houston. So
Yep, I had.
I mean, I can still get the 2 in the championship, but
I had
them.
I had Tennessee and Duke, and then Michigan State and Florida. So
that brings Houston. They ended up beating Tennessee by like 19. They ended up putting it on them. Tennessee, I think, just ran out of gas. I was really pulling for them. I had, like I said, I had them in my Final Four. I wanted to see them do good. I think they just ran out of gas is all it came down to. Houston's playing really good, although they only scored 62. Or not Houston.
I haven't even checked.
Yes,
that
Houston.
Shit, so it's funny.
yeah,
you
I'm
tell me-
ranked. I'm ranked.
They scored 60.
You guys tell me how good I'm doing.
69 in that game. Sorry.
I'm ranked
me up.
8.4 million in all.
Duke beat Alabama. Absolutely beat the shit out of them. They're on fire, dude. I had said to start, Florida was probably the best team in the tournament, but Duke's looking like it right now. They just can't. They just too much firepower, and Cooper Flagg's a dog. Like they're They're on
I
fire.
bet on them, so they're probably gonna lose the championship. Just FYI.
Auburn, they beat Michigan State. Michigan State run comes to an end. They were having a real, like I said, I knew they were going to go far. I know they were a 2 seed, but Izzo he has a way in the tournament to do it. So they made it to Auburn, Elite Eight, and Auburn took them down 70-64. And then the final game,
Bruce Pearl.
What'd you say?
I hate Bruce Pearl.
Yeah. And then the final game was it Florida Texas Tech, right?
Florida
Yeah.
was the first team in the
Yeah.
Final Four.
84-79.
Yeah. Florida beat Texas Tech 84-79, and Texas Tech actually played them. They were up.
Yeah, they were.
They were up by
up.
10 for a while. In the
I was
game,
at Dewey's Pizza watching that.
Hey, and I want to call back to last week. That Duke-Alabama game went under.
Under.
Told you that
yeah.
over-under was high.
Well, because the game before Alabama scored
Yeah, no.
113.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
tried to
yeah.
tell you it was high.
True. Yeah, Alabama scored 113 the game before to beat BYU. They just absolutely shot lights out. That was the night I was at the opening day, because like I didn't watch it. I just seen highlights, like, because after the game we were pretty tore up. But so
was
yeah,
your
final.
hotel.
What'd you say?
So's your hotel.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong. Shit was catching on fire.
How long did
somehow.
it take you to get in the stadium?
I didn't get into the third inning.
So was that because you were? Is that your
it's-
fault or the lines?
No, we could have got in. The lines were long, but they were moving fairly quick.
Gotcha.
We got up to the thing, and our tickets weren't working. They weren't loading all the way. Like, they showed them, but the barcode wasn't popping up. So like, it's just because of so many people, we couldn't get them to load. Which she didn't have them in her wallet. The girl that we were with that had them on her phone. She didn't
Fucking
have them in her
idiot.
wallet.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Dude, Mike can beat us all up. so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I don't mean that, bro. That big motherfucker.
He can beat us all up.
Used me as
Bro,
a, he used me as a
Mike.
toothpick.
That was Nick.
No,
bro. That
oh,
was
dude.
Nick. Nick said that shit. He is no longer associated with the All In Sports
Hey,
podcast.
dude, that
gonna-
motherfucker used me as a toothpick, bro.
But yeah, Final Four is set.
What's the biggest underdog? Just kidding.
you versus
Houston.
Mike.
Probably.
yes, I am the underdog. And
Probably
he is-
Houston,
and-
though. I
and he's
agree.
just the
they're
dog.
They're plus 205.
Yeah, Duke's looking really good. I mean, Houston, like I said, they only scored 62 against Purdue. I mean, like, Duke scored 62 in the first half, so it's like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Dukes of Hazzard.
I still think who I have in the finals, Duke versus Florida. I think a lot of us have that. I still think that looks good.
Florida's the favorite in the other game.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. Don't count Auburn out. These two teams
It
have
is
played each other. They've, you know what I mean? They've played each other this year.
They're
So-
both SEC, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a lot closer of a line. It's only 2.5 points.
Which honestly makes sense. So.
Right.
Hell yeah.
We'll take that picture.
Well, I think Duke's gonna win it. I think it'll be Duke. I think it'll be Duke and Florida. You pick Florida. I think it'll be Duke and Florida, which Steph picked Duke, so it's literally gonna ride on that, unless Duke gets there and Florida doesn't, or vice versa. Then
Yeah.
automatically.
Right. You just smash on points there. So.
I think I'm going to use the same method next time.
Yeah,
I'm just going to
yeah,
take a quick
yeah.
bathroom break, and just
Yep.
yes. This
Yeah.
one, they're one number
Yeah.
apart. I'm going with the higher number.
Yep.
That's
Lower
literally how I
number,
played
yeah,
that.
it's
No,
worse.
I literally went on a couple of them. I was like, they're only one number
But
apart. I'm
go
going
with
to take
the
the
high.
higher
There you
number.
go.
I'm going to take
like
the upset.
9 over the 8
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
took the upset.
Yeah. Those are the ones I always like.
So
I'm
I
more
did that.
partial to picking those than I am for like crazy numbers.
I did
Chipotle
that for a
Chad
lot
in
of
the
them.
chat. Chipotle Chad
Holy
said
shit.
Duke
Chipotle
wins it all.
Chad. Duke. I got Duke. I got Duke winning it. So
Hi, Mom.
let's give Fees
Happy
a hand.
birthday,
Is that all
by
you
the
got
way.
for
I wasn't
College
on
Football? All right, let's
Facebook
give
to
Fees
see
a
it,
hand.
but-
And our sponsors, DNC Commercial Construction. Years of goals. So yeah.
It was my mom's birthday like yesterday or the day before, and I didn't even realize that it was because I wasn't on Facebook.
You know whis other Elsa birthday?
Love
it
you,
is?
Mom.
You guys know who else other birthday it is? I'm glad you said that.
Mhm.
It's our birthday! So we actually turned 2 3 days ago. It was the 28th of March, but we didn't have a show, so I figured we would wait to say a little something here mid-show just to say, hey, we appreciate you guys rocking with us for 2 years, and we're excited to bring you guys way more content and way more stuff in the years to come. So we appreciate everything you guys do for us. Yeah, All In Nation. This is for you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to us here at the All In Sports Podcast. All right, let's jump into our last segment of the day. It is sponsored by Brimflex Design.
What up, Robbie?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for NFL Chat with me, myself, and I, and the All In Sports Podcast, guys. Chill. Yeah. Give it to me now. 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 Yeah. Okay, my bad. All right, y'all. Hey, okay, so.
They just got doubled up.
You know, the draft's in like 3 weeks, I think. 24 days. 24 days, I think 24 days.
It's coming.
So,
Man, I can't wait to be disappointed, probably.
We're gonna trade. No, never mind.
He
You know
said, I
what?
can't wait to be disappointed, and then
I'll
it
wait
said
till we get there.
Browns fans, probably.
yeah. Facts. Do you guys think Cleveland should trade up to 1 to get Cam Ward?
Yes.
I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to take
I don't
Carter.
think.
I know they're going to want a
I don't
fucking
think the
King's
Titans
ransom
are gonna-
probably.
Yeah,
I think,
just don't
but,
think
I
they-
think they want him real
April
bad.
Fools.
But I think if just call and see if like you can give them pick 2 and pick 33.
I just don't think they're taking it.
I think I'd
I mean,
like
it's a
to-
good deal.
I think-
It's not a bad deal.
I
just
think
don't
I
they're
would
taking it.
rather take my pick at 2 and at 33 and fucking leave
Well,
him
yeah,
to go
we
to number
would,
1.
but
Would
No,
you though?
But I really would.
I wouldn't. No.
I would rather.
You want
see
Cam
them-
Ward?
I would
Huh?
rather
Would you take
see
Cam
them-
Ward?
at 2, yeah, sure.
Not at 1?
I'm not.
I'm not jumping
I'm not
up to
moving
1
up,
at this
no.
point. No, I would
Okay.
take Abdul Carter, make our defense disgusting, and then turn around and draft a quarterback later on. You got there's options.
That's what Jamie Riffle just said.
There's
Abdul
options.
Carter,
man.
no matter what.
Man, why though? He has 16 starts as a fucking edge. 16 starts. 2 run-ins with the law. 2.
I want.
He's got 2. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because, I mean, they're minor things. But, like, he's got 16 starts as an edge rusher. That's it. That's all he's got.
And when you've made that kind of name for yourself, that means that you're doing something fucking
Bro,
right.
what do you – okay,
I'm
I
just
guess.
saying.
I guess.
I'm
I guess.
trading back. I've been screaming it from the get.
They wouldn't be
They're not
talking
going
so
to trade
highly
back
about
because if we go 3 and fucking whatever next year, the people ain't going to make the picks who traded back to have them. So it doesn't matter.
No, don't trade back.
They're going to take the picks.
Take a pick at 2.
They're on thin ice. They're taking the picks. There's who's playing quarterback? That's what I want to know.
Probably Kirk Cousins.
Kenny Pickett.
No, I think I do
Probably-
have an answer.
probably
It's
for
gonna
that.
be Kenny Pickett, but I
No,
want
it's not.
Cam Ward.
Hey, JP, will you
Jamie
Will you
Jamie
put that,
Riffle said, so did Micah Parsons. How's that working?
Small hands, big impact.
will you what do you mean?
He said Micah Parsons didn't he only played same amount of games or whatever at that position.
I mean, but
He's a
why?
dog.
What the fuck's it matter if we have 2 dogs on defense if we can't move the fucking ball down the field?
If they can't move it at all, and we can
It
find a way to
doesn't-
move
dude,
it a
if
little
you-
bit,
no.
it'd be
People,
okay.
they're gonna find a way to still score.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean,
So
you're gonna
you
wreak
saw
havoc.
how
On defense.
stagnant
Yeah.
we were last year on
we're not,
offense.
We're not only making
I
one
mean,
pick.
I get you. Abdul Carter's the best player in the draft,
We're
but
not-
it's
we're not
you
taking
take
one
your
pick,
on
though.
needs. Pick on needs, and we don't need him. We need a quarterback.
Who do we have on the other side of the line, though?
We have Myles Garrett though.
I know, but who is on the other side of the fucking line? You need 2 dogs here.
Okay, name
2 of them.
name teams that have 2 dogs.
The Rams had 2.
The
at
Eagles.
one
No,
point.
name right now.
Playoff teams.
See,
The Eagles
yeah.
the Eagles got 4 dogs, 5
Legit.
dogs.
Dude, like, I'm not
No,
kidding.
I
though.
mean
You can't
teams
just
that
have
are
one
already
good
playoff
edge rusher because
teams.
I
then,
think-
then you have to move your one good edge rusher over here, and they know where he's coming from. You move him over here, they know where he's coming from. They know how to cover that.
Usually the
You
the
literally
star
need
guy,
2. That's why when we
when
had
he gets
Zadarius
doubled,
Smith,
that's what opens up for like your other guys to be able to get sacks, right? Like when
yes.
Miles gets doubled,
And Z Smith was on
someone
the team.
else
He
is
was a
gonna
dog.
get. I know,
too.
so it doesn't really have to be like a top guy necessarily. If you got somebody that's good, that can is
And
gonna
this
be able to.
draft is pretty good in edges.
But
It
Zadarius
has-
Smith didn't do shit.
Zadarius
yeah, he
Smith was
did.
not bad.
He had a good
he
he had a
was-
good season.
Riffle
with us.
made a
How
good
many
point.
sacks did he have?
Riffle just made a good point.
quite
though.
a few.
Yeah,
Actually.
He said,
10.
but if you guys
Yeah, he
draft a
had quite a few.
quarterback and that pick sucks, he's like, then you guys aren't moving the ball anyways. He's like,
Right.
so you might as well draft a chance.
Okay,
for the
but
great
how are
starter.
we saying who are we to say Abdul Carter is going to be great? Because you
Right,
saw,
but he'd probably be a starter for sure.
yeah, I mean, he'll be a starter for sure.
That's what he's saying. You're
But-
missing a chance at a
But
starter.
if we draft a quarterback, he's going to start. I mean, if you tell me that Kenny
Not
Pickett's going to fuck,
necessarily. Depends on who we draft.
if
What
you
I'm
draft
saying is if we
someone
still
at
bring
fucking
in-
number 2,
If we still
he
bring
is
in a
going to
veteran,
be our starting
if
quarterback.
we still,
That's what I'm saying.
but we're not. We're not drafting a quarterback at 2.
I don't know,
I can
you
pretty
got-
well
I
guarantee
still
that. We're
think
not taking a
that's-
quarterback
That's
at 2.
not
I think
not
it's-
out of the realm of
I
possibility.
personally
I
think
don't
it's.
think it's
I'm not a
happening.
Browns fan, but I personally think it's 60-40. 60 Abdul Carter, 40
40
quarterback.
Shador.
I think
Yep.
no. See, I think we're gonna take a quarterback later.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
seen
that's
something
definitely
Riffle
happening.
posted
I think
today.
we'll
It was
take
a
a
mock
quarterback
draft. I don't know who did the mock draft. Riffle posted it. It did have you guys taking Abdul Carter at the number 2 spot, but it had you guys now chances of him dropping this far, maybe not.
What,
but
trading
it,
back up.
no,
in
it
the
had you
first round?
taking. No, it had you guys taking Jackson Dart at
With a 33?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like Riffle said, he doesn't.
could
He's
No,
going to
he's
the
gonna
Saints.
fall.
He's
He
going to the
doesn't-
Saints at 9.
He might. He very
He's going
well
to the
might.
Saints at 9. He went to Ole Miss. He's going to go play in right down there where he's from, and he's going at 9.
Yeah.
I'll bet money on it.
Give me Travis Hunter then.
Okay, who's throwing to him?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Chris
if we don't have a
Smith, put a
quarterback,
dollar on
then
it.
who's throwing to him?
Oh yeah, he'll be great. He'll be great. But who the fuck's throwing to him?
We already talked about this.
I'll tell you. I'm about to say I'm leading into it right now. I do know who's gonna be playing quarterback for us, fellas. Let me get to it. Can you pull that photo up?
It's up.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Tim Christensen, you guys could pick up Dak.
No.
Yeah, or not.
All right, boys. Here's who I think is coming to Cleveland. As you saw a few days ago, Kirk Cousins was in Cleveland, and I know they say that it wasn't for NFL, anything behind the NFL. Had no football relations at all. But I'm here to tell you, it did. He was spotted at that Chipotle right there for lunch, and he was spotted at that City Barbecue right there for dinner. Dr. James Booz is a Cleveland Browns doctor. He was in town getting that shoulder examined, and I hope he got a clear bill of health, and he's going to come help us win 5 games.
Win 5 games.
I'm Chipotle for lunch and City Barbecue for dinner. Somebody voos that man. Voos.
That was a good one.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to get Kirk Cousins like a decade ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like meant to be.
Sammy.
Just a little early.
Just a bit outside.
I still want Cam Ward though.
Yeah, I do too. But
I would like to
he's
have
gonna,
him.
he's going to be in
I would like to
Tennessee.
have him, but there's no way that we're gonna pay what we would have to get him.
The only
from
way we get him
Tennessee.
is if he falls to 2. So
and that's not gonna
Just
happen.
don't see it. I just don't see the Titans giving it up. Like
I would
they
They're
trade
all
Myles
about him,
Garrett.
dude. They're all about him.
You're going to trade Myles Garrett.
That's how bad I want.
Trade
Cam Ward.
Myles Garrett for the number 1 pick, and don't give up your number 2, and then you guys can get Cam Ward.
I
and
don't think
Abdul
we-
Cam
Carter.
Ward and Travis Hunter.
Yeah, you guys still don't draft Abdul Carter.
another thing I wanted to shout out my Cleveland Browns for the ownership actually taking responsibility. So,
Halfway.
4 years too late.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather it happen now than it not happen at all.
Owner Jimmy Haslam says the team is still recovering from a big swing and miss on Deshaun Watson and to hold me and D accountable.
Yep.
I got a great little graphic for us there.
Who the hell else were we making accountable here?
Fuck, that shit's funny.
I think he's trying to take the blame off of Barry.
Which I mean,
There's 3 people to blame for
thing
it.
is I think-
it's Jimmy and D Haslam, Andrew Barry, and Kevin Stefanski.
Jimmy's like a quiet.
In that order.
Jimmy's like a quiet Jerry Jones, though. Like Jimmy's involved in the football operations, and he shouldn't be, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like I understand you're the owner of the team, but that's not you're like a gas station guy, bro. Like you're not you may know football, but you don't know the ins and outs of football enough to own a team and make it a championship team without people like Barry.
He drafted Johnny Manziel because a homeless person told him to.
Yep, that happened. All right, I'm gonna pull up this other photo. Do you want to pull that other photo I sent you up?
Sure.
All right, guys. When it comes to Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, I want to ask. Here is every quarterback taken first overall, right there on your screen, and right here on our screen. Where is Cam Ward fall? Who is he better? So, is Cam Ward better than Caleb Williams?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say he's going to be yes.
I agree.
I would say yes.
Is he better than Bryce Young?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Is he better than Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
Probably.
That's
Tough.
tough one.
Hang on.
Trevor Lawrence really
Time
hasn't-
out. We're going off college.
Exactly.
We're going off college. So
Wait a
let's redo this.
second.
Okay.
Was
I
he
thought
better?
we were talking
restart
about-
that
Yeah.
shit.
I
thought we were
yeah.
talking about what
Was-
they are now.
yeah,
Trevor
the-
Lawrence hasn't panned out.
Well, Ward hasn't played in the league either, so we
True,
have to. We can only go
very
off
true,
college.
very true.
All right.
So we'll start this
Start
over. In 2024, Caleb Williams, is Cam Ward better than Caleb Williams? College.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I agree. Bryce Young,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't think Bryce Young was that good coming out of college, to be honest.
I agree. Yes. Trevor Lawrence,
No.
Yeah, no, just kidding. I just
No.
wanted to get
No.
excited.
No.
Trevor Lawrence was really good.
I
in
think
college.
Not in
he
college.
did
Joe
just
Burrow,
as
no
much.
chance.
No shot.
Yeah, no chance.
Kyler
Kyler Murray,
No.
no.
You guys are
He's a
rating
Heisman.
their
I
players
don't
based
know.
on their
Kyler Murray
teams
was
they
pretty
played
good.
with.
He won a Heisman.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
You're
Joe-
rating the players on the teams based on the teams they played with, not how they performed.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
kinda.
some of these guys were on teams that if you put the other guys on, they would have been better than them. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But-
I don't disagree. Like Trevor Lawrence, if he didn't have all the weapons that he had, he probably wouldn't have looked as good as what he did.
See, Riffle said off college, no chance he's above Williams or Lawrence. I agree with Lawrence, but I didn't think Caleb Williams was he really wasn't that great at USC. We're talking Oklahoma, Caleb Williams. I thought he was going to be a dog.
So
when I said
I'm
Oklahoma.
actually gonna. Now that he said that, if we put, Cam Ward played 2 years. Where did he play at before Miami?
At Washington State.
Was he really good there?
Yeah, he was good. I think it was Washington State.
And then when he came to Miami, though, he transformed that whole organization on his own without transcending talent all around him.
Yeah, would they have his best receiver was
Restrepo.
Restrepo or something,
Yeah.
who ran a 5.2 40 in the
Yeah.
fucking
Oh my god!
wide receiver. He
And
ran
dude
like a
was in the
5
Heisman
flat, I
room.
think, but still.
Jesus. All right, let's just keep. You said Kyler Murray. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I have to go Kyler Murray.
I'm gonna go Kyler Murray. Baker Mayfield. I'm going Baker. I think he won a Heisman. And he was a dog for
He was
Oklahoma.
good.
He
He
was
was
a
good with
dog
Oklahoma.
for
He
Oklahoma.
was.
Jared Goff. Ooh. He played at USC, right? No, wait. Did he play? He played at California.
I gotta go Cam Ward on this one.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
Cam Ward
I
too.
think I'm gonna take Cam on that one as well.
Although Jared Goff has definitely turned his career
Yeah.
to a good
Yes.
you know what I mean. He's definitely good. So
Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
Famous James.
I'm going.
Jameis.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck
And-
all
yeah,
day.
and
I mean,
Cam and Cam.
And
Scam.
I'm gonna
go
And
Cam.
Scam.
yeah,
Now
I
let's
think I have to
Cam
agree
Newton.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
And then just to vote on it, the best quarterback on that list is Joe Burrow.
Cam Newton.
the best quarterback on that list
Joe Burrow.
is
Cam Newton.
Andrew Luck,
Joe
probably.
Yeah, I would probably have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Andrew
Yeah,
Luck.
dude, Andrew Luck is probably the best.
Joe
one on
Burrow
there.
is a close
Not-
is up there right there,
Joe Burrow.
but it's Andrew. How many years did
boy.
Andrew Luck even
Probably
play?
like
though?
8.
Well, I mean, he
4.
played that one
He
half a
played 4.
game.
He only played.
He played that one half game
At
where
Stanford?
he fucking just left. He retired mid game.
How many did he play in the league?
Tim said, "I didn't even know who
maybe?
Goff was before the NFL." No lie.
Did he play 6 years?
I said 8. I
He
guess
played 106 games and 8 playoff games.
So how many?
6 years.
6 seasons.
Hey,
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang.
That's
12 to 18.
It's not a lot. And then they found out his retirement when he was
At
there
halftime.
No, it was it preseason game?
No,
It's
No,
Wofford.
it was
Don't
during-
disrespect Ohio State like that.
it was
Ohio
during-
State is the only two-time.
It was
will
during
only
the
be
season, I'm
only
pretty
two-time.
sure.
No, I don't think so.
Only.
It was at the beginning of the season because he ended up he went into the locker room and just decided he wasn't feeling it anymore. Literally went into the locker room
wasn't-
at halftime.
He wasn't
and
playing.
Did not come back out.
He wasn't
Andrew
playing.
Luck.
He wasn't playing when he decided to retire, buddy.
Did that.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck? All right, so who am I confusing it with?
The cornerback from the Buffalo.
Yeah,
Bills.
No. I'm talking about a quarterback.
See,
But no.
Am I confusing the details?
was
'Cause-
it was
'cause
it a
I'm-
preseason game that he did that?
I'm looking it up.
I'm pretty sure he did it during because he was on the sideline for a preseason game, and then the rumor hit the fucking internet, and
Because
people
he had
found
just come
and
back
they were
from an
booing
injury.
his ass out.
But he had just come back from an injury, I thought, and he was like trying to.
I like that, Scotty.
I don't know.
I'll say it in a minute. I don't want to get off this topic.
I might just be confused. but I
Riffle
thought I
said
was correct.
Cam Ward is a fumble machine, and he quit at halftime of the bowl game. If quarterbacks like Baker or Manziel and better quarterback drafts did that, everybody would say you can't take him for that. Since the class is weak, Ward's getting extremely overhyped. Just my opinion. I don't disagree to that. I just
the bowl game's the opposite. He wasn't supposed to play at all, and he decided to play the half.
I like the upside for Cam Ward in the NFL. I don't know why. I just feel like
I do too.
Big
I just
body.
feel like he's gonna be a good
Big
quarterback.
body. He's got all the intangibles.
Yep.
A little
and-
rough around the edges.
Andrew Luck retired right after a preseason loss to the
Okay, it was
Chicago Bears.
preseason.
But they found out at halftime.
Yeah.
It was definitely
Okay.
after the time.
Or not halftime, in the middle
time
of the
period
game.
where
Yeah,
they would have
they
found,
found
a
it was like
quarterback.
because
He was on the sideline.
The news hit, and people were in the stadium booing him
Because it was hitting their
because
phones.
it was hitting their phones and shit.
Mhm.
Crazy.
I knew it was something.
Yes,
remember,
Chris.
I remember when that
Wild.
shit happened. I was like, "What?
Yeah,
Wasn't a neck
strange.
injury?
I mean, he
It was a
hurt
neck
all the
injury. I'm
time.
almost
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah, he was hurt all the time. So.
Something
Yeah,
about them
he
Colts
had
quarterbacks.
ongoing multiple injuries.
Crazy.
Sometimes they don't even. They just want to sit out for a little bit. Is
All
that
right.
it for football?
We got one more thing.
Okay, sorry.
NFL rule changes.
Yes.
So, when it comes to the tush push, they tabled it
Yep,
and
till
that
May.
till May. The discussion will get picked back up in May. So, let's see. I think it's just a quarterback sneak.
I think it
it's
needs
a,
to stay.
It's a quarterback sneak.
You're allowed to fucking push the line when you're running the line. What's the difference?
Well,
So,
it's like
actually-
a running back pushing a
allowed to
receiver or
do that
anything
anymore?
else.
So
You're not allowed to do that.
There,
still do
What?
there are vague rules
Yeah, he-
limiting the assistance of other players. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, back in the beginning of the NFL, on field goal kicks, teams used to build pyramids and stuff and
Mhm.
throw each other up in the air and stuff to try to block field goals. So that led to rules against using other people to try to do stuff. So there are technically when
This
the
is
ball
100% real. He's,
Tim said.
nuh-uh.
Tim said no more butt stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chuck.
But so there, like, technically when a ball carrier gets held up and then everybody starts pushing, if he stops moving, technically he's supposed to be down when the
Yeah.
forward progress stops.
That is true, I guess.
So there's already rules in place. It would be pretty easy for them to get rid of it, but they could easily just make it to where the guys behind them can't push.
Let me put it this way: if they get rid of it, I'm fine with it. If they keep it, I'm fine with it.
They're
There's
just
no,
mad
like-
that the Eagles found out at like literally every. You know what I heard? Who was it? The coach that I heard talking about it today on the radio, Todd Bowles, and he said, "Man, he goes, I'm all for it." He goes, "What are you mad that they've figured out a way to perfect the QB sneak and you virtually can't stop it?" He's like,
Exactly.
he's like, now it's just your job on the other side of the ball to try to stop it.
Chuck, didn't you say? Wow, shit. What'd you say about
About what?
But what about safety?
the tush push? You were saying something. They have to report.
Oh, I had heard somebody say an idea where it becomes like a special teams play, kind of like a punt, and there's
So they
a
have to-
formation, and you have to declare it.
You have to declare it to the.
And there's only so many
officials,
things
and
you can
then-
do
Out of
besides
it.
the actual
Yep.
sneak.
I like that.
Yep.
I think that would make it more fair.
Definitely.
I
Because
mean-
then they could build a package to try to stop it.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the tush
and not
package.
have just your normal
like the
goal
package
lines.
packer.
Yeah.
Tom Brady never really got pushed a whole lot. He was one of those. He ran up to the
Well,
line, he snapped the ball quick, and he knew where his guys were going, and he got there. He was
And,
one of the
and
best
to be
in
fair,
history.
if one of his teammates pushed
To be
pushed
fair!
him, to be fair,
They,
One-
prob-
Shay's
they
in
probably
it.
would have got flagged.
one of his teammates probably would have got flagged for pushing him. So.
And the NFL does have a responsibility to their fans to put out a good product. And we're
Sure.
seeing in the NBA right now with the 3-point shot, if you let something go unchecked, it might become something that's not as acceptable for your viewers. So if you get Eagles games where Jalen Hurts has, 30 tush pushes just because nobody can stop it, obviously that's not going to happen, and that's why I think they don't need to be as proactive on it.
Yeah.
but
I don't think they'll take it. I don't think that they'll change that personally. I think they'll leave it in place.
I'm for staying.
Like I said, I'm okay with it staying. I'm okay with it leaving. I'm okay with it being able to be like reported, so you can set up a package for it.
If
I'm
it's-
100% okay with any of those.
if it stays, Nick Sirianni should call it the entire first drive of the first game of the season. Score a touchdown on it.
Oh my God,
Man.
That would be cool, but then
They'd
Jalen
get-
Hurts would
somebody
be
get
actually
hurt,
hurt
yeah.
for the rest of the year.
Jalen would get hurts.
Mhm.
And they were saying they think that there's injury possibilities in it, but they don't have any data to like prove it right now. So
Touchbacks come out to 35 now.
that's dumb.
What?
Yeah,
No, I like it.
They're trying to get the return back.
Yeah, they're trying
Yeah.
to.
Because right now the return man's virtually useless unless he
Yeah.
runs it out from like 17 yards deep in the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Like,
don't really
it's-
be taking it out because they don't have to.
No.
Right.
And now they're definitely not going
No,
to.
hell no.
Start on the 35 every
Yeah, your
fucking
coach
time.
will be like, I'm going to tell you right now, that ball goes in the end zone and you run it, you're on the bench the
You
rest
better
of the
get,
game.
you better get to the
You're
36.
going to the 35
Right.
yard line. The kicker needs to kick it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
gotta
got to get
kick
to the
it short.
36.
You might as
gotta
well
put
just
touch
kick
on
a
it.
I mean, there's no-
onside kick every time.
And
True.
both
Yeah.
Gotta
both
report it though.
both teams get the ball in overtime,
Yep, even in the regular season.
even in the
now.
regular season.
Love that. That's
And
a
it's-
way overdue.
Yes. And but it's only 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute overtime instead of a 15-minute overtime. So
Now,
we can
so
thank the Philadelphia
question raised-
Eagles for requesting that.
the
Thank-
question raised on the
Thank you.
radio today was the fact that, so what happens, they said, I'm sure that they talked about it, but they didn't put it out in their rules package. But what happens when team number 1 uses 9 minutes and 40 seconds of the 10 minutes? Then do they do another partial quarter so you get your full possession, or are you just fucked? You get 20 seconds and that's what you get.
I would
That's all you get.
assume
If you don't
well,
want
that's
that to
all
happen,
you get.
stop 'em.
But I would also
But then both
maybe
teams don't get a
why would they
possession.
have? What was I say? Why if
You
that?
do.
I feel like if that came down to it, like maybe it has to be under 2 minutes, right? If it's under 2 minutes, if you get anything more than 2, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm
I
saying,
don't know the
feel like this would be
discussion
a
on
fair
it, but-
rule. If it's under 2 minutes or less or whatever, you would. I just say you get a go until you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until you don't get a first down, and then it's over.
yeah.
I don't know if it's like that, but that would make the
Yeah.
most sense.
I haven't
So-
heard that.
And overtime,
We
you
don't
mean?
know the actual details of that side of it. Like,
The regular season's still limited to 10 minutes, so it would be a tie if you ran out of time.
Yep. Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
Whereas
But-
in the playoffs,
But what
it
Eddie's
goes-
But
saying,
what I'm
though,
saying
is
is,
if
like-
the team runs 9 minutes and 40 seconds
Yeah.
and they
Especially-
score,
but
you only get 20 seconds.
but
Yeah,
especially in
exactly, you do.
especially in the
You do.
playoffs though,
regular
they said,
season only.
but
Reg-
especially in the
regular season
playoffs
only.
though, especially in the playoffs, they said it would be easy for a team that's running a good offense to run 10 minutes off the clock
Yeah.
during an overtime.
It's not
but
in the
then
playoffs,
if you do,
though.
In the
but I'm
playoffs,
saying-
you get to finish your drive.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
on
okay,
time.
okay.
So it'd be like, okay.
but even in just late football, I mean, I really think that there's a gray area there that hopefully they address and clear up for everybody, because that is kind of weird. Like the first team could take the whole 10 minutes and that'd be it.
Tim said, so no matter the amount of possessions, if one team scores, the other team gets a chance. I don't think that's
Yes.
it is?
Yeah. That's the point of it, is to give it's
I
a
thought you just
guaranteeing
both teams get the
a
ball.
possession. in
Right.
overtime.
But if both teams get the ball and then the first team gets the ball, if they score after both teams have had it, they win the game.
Yeah, they'll
right?
win.
It's
Yes.
not-
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Once
yeah,
both
yeah.
teams have
After-
it,
yes.
it's
After
fair
the
game.
after
Yeah.
the first possession
Yeah.
per
Sudden
team,
death.
then it's sudden death.
Right. Correct.
Yes.
I mean, a field goal wins at
That's
that point.
that's it for NFL.
Do you? I got a few more rules.
Oh, go ahead.
here.
I didn't. I
So they've eliminated some gestures: the throat slash,
and the nose swipe.
the nose swipe, the
Dumbest
brandishing
shit.
a gun, and simulating firing a gun.
Okay, those two I'm cool with, but like the nose swipe, that's one of the best fucking celebrations in the
Now I'll
goddamn
tell you
game.
what, they got to be careful, because I watched a dude do the first down thing, and when he did that, they said he was simulating a gun. Like that's
yeah,
fucking
that's stupid.
weak.
They
That's
know
weak,
they're doing
man.
the first down. If
Now,
their
the
hands
people
look
that
like
do,
they're
like-
pointing.
Like that. I've seen people do that sort of thing.
Or
Where
the one
obviously
where
it's-
they fucking pull
Oh,
up their
yeah.
shirt, that one's dumb. But the nose swipe, what was the other one? The first one?
The throat
this.
slash.
yeah.
Fuck that. I love the first two. I love the first two.
I feel like you should be able to do the suck it.
So I'm wearing the fucking shirt.
I thought this was gosh damn America, son. You should be able to do whatever the hell you want. You should pull cell phones out. You should be able to jump and hug the damn shit. You should, you should be able to do everything.
should.
This
Alright.
is gosh damn America.
So
Does
the Lions had asked for playoff seating to be based on
Yeah.
regular season records. That's been tabled. They also asked
I like that.
for the elimination of a first down penalty for defensive holding.
I also like that too.
That was not approved.
I don't. I really.
I don't-
I liked it.
I don't like the automatic. Is it in NFL where any pass interference or whatever is like 15 yards?
Yeah. So
No,
that's
it's a
what.
spot foul.
So
It's a
that's a
spot
spot.
foul.
Oh yeah,
foul.
that's
So
that's
what
what
they were
I,
saying.
That's what I don't
so
like.
if it's a holding penalty and like a lot of defenses would like, how do they say it? I'm trying to say it without like sounding stupid. They wanted it just to be a penalty and not an automatic first down.
That's
Like,
like
like,
stupid.
so if the yardage,
drive
if
If
the
the
yardage
doesn't
is
equal a first down, you
yes,
don't get it.
you don't get
Yep.
it exactly. So
Jeremy
if
50.
if it's 3rd and fucking 15 and it's a 10-yard penalty, it's 2nd and 5.
I don't like spot fouls.
Still
on
sounded
pass
stupid.
interference.
He said, "I'm gonna try not to sound stupid."
Last thing, they're using Sony's Hawkeye for the first down measurements.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah,
They're
I did
go-
see
they're
that.
gonna
We
have
talked
the-
about that.
And we
They're
have-
going to
and
have
we
the
have a-
chain gang, but they're going to be secondary. They're going to
Yeah,
be there, but they're
there
pointless,
for
basically.
nostalgic
Yeah.
effect.
Awesome.
Stupid.
Love it.
Basically.
Love it. And then didn't they? Don't we have like a sky judge? They're gonna be the sky judge is gonna be quicker in like
I didn't
So
They're
see
going to have
anything
more
about that.
replay assists.
more
basically.
replay assists, so they'll be able to get the game going fast. Like the call,
Fuck, more
The-
commercials.
the calls will be right though. Like they won't have to take so long. Like we saw when we see shit at home and we're like, no, he dropped it, and it takes 15 fucking minutes for them to figure out if he caught it or not.
They're
Like,
just gonna call
Half
it.
the
I
time
would-
they're figuring out like the clock and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yardage.
very
and
true. Okay.
All of this.
Yeah,
other
I would like
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple things change.
So, but
'Cause
I did-
imagine if they weren't as thorough as they were and they made a mistake there, how much shit we would give them.
very true, very true. So, did you have?
Yeah, earlier in the chat, Scotty said, "Can we talk about golf as well?" Minwoo Lee won his first ever PGA tournament, coming down to the last hole. Good old Scotty Scheffler, and I know you guys probably watch the Full Swing. Minwoo Lee got on there. He was on. Was it season this latest
Yeah,
season?
he
or
was
was
on-
it, yeah, him and his sister, both
Australian.
from Australia.
Yeah.
They both made the Olympic team, which was pretty cool. First time I think a brother and sister have ever made.
It was. It
yeah.
was. Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Minwoo Lee. It's a big win. And then Chris Smith said, we're on golf. He said, "Can we talk about the Masters? The Masters are coming up."
Ooh, yeah, a couple weeks.
Woo!
Did anybody see where City of Dallas bought a franchise in Tiger Woods thing? $77 million.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, there's an
The
expansion
TGL?
team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
expansion
TGL.
team.
A Dallas team. Ooh,
That's cool.
$77 million.
I want DeChambeau to have a team. He's really
crazy.
fun right now.
I mean, who says
But
Dallas doesn't get him?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what
oh,
I said.
yeah,
But he's live, so I don't know if they. Because I know Rory and Tiger are pretty PGA guys, but
And also before we leave NFL, I'm ready for the Masters. I mean, I'm
Oh,
fucking.
me too.
I'm gonna be diehard watching that shit. But I seen this like Chat GPT. You tried to show me that we were gonna talk about it and we didn't. Chat GPT predicted the Super Bowl winners
For
so like
yeah.
the next 75 years. And on there's 2 teams that are expansion teams. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck are those?
and they
teams?
win it, and one's
They
the
win.
Monarchs.
They win twice before the Browns win one.
Yep, but hey,
but you guys do get 3.
we get 3 in a row.
But I think that's it. After that.
We don't need any more after that, brother. So it's like
Am I gonna
3
be
more than you.
alive for
Actually, you
those?
had
What
one.
year were
No,
those
we got
in?
You had one coming
we got
up.
one like
Are they 3 in a row?
2028.
Yeah, you have one coming up.
Are they 3 in a row?
Yeah.
We'll be able to call ourselves a dynasty again
Yes.
at that
When
point.
is it? What year?
Not till like 2069 or something.
Yeah, it was. We're gonna be old.
Jesus.
We're gonna be old.
But there was
Never, ever.
there was 2 expansion teams on there. One was a snake and one was a monarch.
Monarchs. Yeah, it was the Monarchs and the Snakes. Whatever they were, the Cobras.
Sounds like they got into some Madden data.
Well,
Yeah,
the
they were
tournament doesn't
searching the
start
internet.
till Thursday, so you're probably talking about just like just Masters week, I guess. He said no, Monday it's starting.
But yeah, WrestleMania's coming up too. The draft's coming up. So
Hell yeah,
we got
brother.
we got some cool
Racing's about to start.
racing's
Oh,
about to
yeah,
start.
real racing.
Real
Hey,
racing.
Chuck.
Oh, Chuck,
Hey.
come through that curtain, beat his
Hey,
ass.
If there ain't dirt in your
Chuck,
Beat his,
if,
beat his
if there
wide
ain't-
ass,
if it's
Chuck.
got wheels and a motor, I'll watch it. Race.
Chuck,
if
have you
there
ever-
ain't dirt in your beer, it ain't racing. That's what they say at old
I
Eldora.
have
Chuck,
never
have you ever
been to Eldora.
Speaking of
but
Eldora-
I grew up as a Tony Stewart fan.
Are you
so-
going this year with us?
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah, he
1,000,000%.
is.
All right, since we were talking about Eldor, I do want to mention that we are the unofficial podcast of Eldor Speedway.
Yeah, if y'all didn't know that.
So make sure you
Unofficial podcast.
Yeah, we'll be doing at least one live show there this summer. So
Scott, real quick,
Scotty.
I do remember Scotty saying something else. He said something. Scotty, are you still in here? I see it says you're watching. He said, "Can we do a fan request for next
Yeah,
episode?"
I
But I didn't
asked-
know what he meant by that.
I said, "What do you got?" And I never got a
I
response.
bet he was
back.
talking about golf. Can we talk about golf?
Maybe, yeah, that might have been it.
Y'all never talk about golf.
Oh, you know what? He might have been. That might have been his response, Chuck.
Got you.
I don't know. I was talking. We were talking about football while they were typing that stuff. I was trying to remember it, but
I got a fan request. I want some Scotty Williams interviews
yeah, we
before
need
race season
We need
starts.
one. Matt
What the hell?
McClain
McClain
staying
just
hot,
dropped in.
boys.
come on, bud.
Rolling. We're down 1-0 right now. Bottom of the
Good
seventh.
shot.
It's been a kind of a lackluster game.
Yeah,
Let's go,
Come
Ellie.
on, Ellie. Come on, Ellie. While
Yeah,
we're
we're-
on the pod. Good eye.
good eye.
Good eye.
Right after this at bat for Ellie De La Cruz, we're gonna sign out.
Yeah.
So.
Come on, Ellie.
He said it was the
Is
golf.
he using a torpedo?
He's got it.
Yep.
Did you all?
He's got a torpedo.
y'all see
Chuck, if
Cody
you want to
Brown?
poke your head in here, you can watch this at bat.
I'm kind of watching. I can see him pitching.
Okay.
Did y'all see Cody Brown's
Torpedo bet.
torpedo?
Yeah,
bet?
dude.
We should put it.
It had
in.
Ellie, Francisco Lindor, and
Somebody I
Jack
never heard of.
Chisholm
Yeah.
from
Oh,
the Yankees.
they all use torpedo bet.
Yeah, they all use it.
Yeah,
It's called the
It
torpedo.
was
They had
plus 35,000.
yeah, he had each one hit a home run.
$10 wins 3,500.
Come on, let's go. Take the lead right here.
Come
Ellie.
on.
Come on, Ellie. You got your count. 2-0.
Ooh.
No!
That's inside. You suck, Blue. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's why.
Sorry for
close.
cussing. No.
That's why I would like to see them.
Go to the.
They have.
They are
you
in
can-
AAA.
Okay, I
You
was gonna
can't
say,
appeal it.
It
Nope.
was the golf.
Nope.
you
that Scotty
couldn't. You
wanted.
couldn't spring train.
Yep. Not anymore. Yep. That's why.
no, but I'm saying I would like to see them go to
Run
a
it out.
more
No, you didn't get two.
Yeah, you're
That's
not
cool.
getting
more
that
virtual
McClain there.
strike
Yeah.
ball
He
call.
cracked that though.
He
All
tor-
right, runner
on the
runner
tip
in
of the-
scoring position. So yeah, he probably did. To be honest.
He torpedoed that ball.
Let's see it.
All right,
Matt
boys.
McClain was stealing.
Scotty just said, "Hell yeah!" Just passed Troy on the way home from work.
Damn, you just passed us.
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop, man.
And it was the golf that
Yep.
he was requesting.
And he called us a weirdo.
Weirdos.
Classic. All right. That is all we got for you guys tonight. We appreciate you guys tuning in for Season 5, Episode 3. Remember, All the Nation, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitch, Kick, and Instagram. Big shout out to our sponsors, DNC Commercial Construction, Brimflex Designs, Homie Construction, Scotty Williams Racing, and Bob's Flavors. We are the All in Sports Podcast, and we are signing out. I'm Nick.
I'm Fees.
I'm JP.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Chuck.
All in Nation. We'll see you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Now make sure you guys stick around.
The return to glory.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! Are you serious? Are you serious? De La Cruz, right center. Could he go through?